Well, I can finally do a video on this system now that Nintendo has acknowledged its existence, rather than all these other YouTubers who's made like 100+ videos on the Switch 2. I can finally talk about the Switch 2, because we actually have a proper update from Nintendo. I mean, it's kind of stuff that we already knew, but it was stuff that was people speculating at the same time. We actually have an official statement from Nintendo on what's going on with the Switch 2, its existence, when is it coming out, all that good stuff. If you haven't heard already, there was a whole big meeting with the investors. Basically, Nintendo is like, yeah, a Switch 2 is happening. We're not going to be showing it in the next Nintendo Direct, which is going to be happening in June. Very interesting to see Nintendo flat out confirm a Direct that early. I mean, we knew a Direct was probably happening, but it was still interesting to see Nintendo do that. Anyways, I was right about no Nintendo Direct happening in April. A lot of y'all were saying I was just going a little too cray-cray on that, but I was right. Next Direct's in June, like I said it was going to be. But Nintendo has said don't to expect anything from the Switch 2 into that Direct. Now, what's interesting about that is Nintendo is very confident in this June Direct, so they clearly have something to show. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is talking about when is the Nintendo Switch 2 going to be revealed. Now, I have a lot of good speculation when exactly this thing is going to happen. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of history repeating itself, but let's go in and talk about what I think is going to happen. But first of all, let's talk about one of the things I was wrong about. I did initially thought the Switch 2 was going to be revealed in June, but what I thought it was going to be is Nintendo was going to do like a big announcement with Nintendo Live. That's basically Nintendo's gaming event that they started doing since last year. They've been going around the world. I thought Nintendo was going to incorporate that somehow into revealing the Switch 2, where fans could get a look. I thought it was going to be some big press conference they were going to try to make out of it, but that's not happening. Nintendo has also confirmed that it is coming out within the next year. I've seen reports saying that it's confirmed to come out before March 2025. I don't know how true that is. So keep that as a grain of salt, because I never saw the statement from Nintendo with that, but everyone was saying that that was said, so grain of salt from me on that one. Which is interesting because the Nintendo Switch came out March 3rd, 2017. Keep that in mind as we progress further in this video. So the Nintendo Switch was revealed in October 2016 for the very first time. How it was revealed is that Nintendo gave the heads up that the Nintendo console announcement was dropping, and I think they announced it like the night before. Hey, it's happening. Get ready to wake up in the morning. The next Nintendo console, the Nintendo NX, is going to be revealed. We all woke up to a trailer, and it was a video of the Switch and some games running on it. That's all we had. We had March 2017. I don't even think they said March 3rd. I think it was just straight up March 2017. And that was it. That's all the information we had. We later saw a Nintendo Switch presentation happen in Japan where all the media was there in person. It was the first big Nintendo press conference that Nintendo's had for the media to show up since an E3 event, and this wasn't an E3 event. Nintendo did a big promotion for this presentation because right after then they had some events happening in America near the New York area where you could actually play the Switch and play all the games that they showed at that presentation. Seemingly, the way that Nintendo NX was talked about last time within the year that this was revealed, they all said these things, that Nintendo NX would not be revealed till later this year, won't be at E3, all that good stuff. I think actually at an investors meeting, which is very interesting. It's really seeming like history is repeating itself, because I believe the same time frame, same type of investor meeting, they're doing the same thing here with the Switch 2. The Switch 2 is not going to be at the June Direct, and they've said it's going to be announced later this year. Now, when exactly later this year? If we are to believe that the Switch 2 is coming out March 2025, I think Nintendo is very likely to be repeating history and doing a lot of similar things that they did with the initial Switch reveal. Now, the thing that I'm unsure about is, would they do a Nintendo Direct revealing the next Nintendo console? I'm going to say no. I feel like in the time frame of events, I feel like we're going to see the Switch 2 probably get revealed around September, October, maybe even October to do an exact repeat of events. I think it all depends on what type of games Nintendo has coming out for this second half of the Nintendo Switch. I don't think Nintendo is going to be putting out stuff every month like they have been within that second half of this year. So if there's like a good gap in like September, October, or no big titles coming out, I think Nintendo is definitely going to want to use that to their advantage to show the announcement of the Switch 2. So like November, December, I don't see that ever happening, because whatever Nintendo has coming out for their big holiday game, they're going to be promoting that like crazy. I feel like October, it might be a good time frame to announce this thing, because I expect they'll probably have something coming out in September, at least either September or October is where this system is going to be revealed. And I think more October because of the traditional Nintendo Direct that Nintendo typically does in September. I don't think they want to combine the Switch and Switch 2 announcements together like that. I think Nintendo is going to want it to be its own separate thing. Now, the thing I think will be interesting is figuring out, will this be like a big event? I feel like what they're going to do is just announce a trailer, drop the trailer, show what the system is, give like a good 2 minutes, have a few games running. Basically, the exact same thing that we got with the Switch reveal trailer is going to happen with this next console. I feel like we're going to see this, we're going to get a title, we're going to get the month, and then right after that, we're going to hear nothing about this system until January 2025, where Nintendo once again does a big media event in Japan, where all content creators, media people that cover Nintendo will be there to put their hands on the system, see more about what games are coming for the system, the hardware, all that stuff. I think will be happening in January 2025. Because everything seems to be repeating itself with what Nintendo is doing here with the system. I think Nintendo is probably going to want to try to replicate that strategy, since it worked so well for the Nintendo Switch. Because Nintendo had a very unique marketing strategy for the Switch, very unique time frame of events of announcing the system, how they announced it, not knowing really what you were getting till like 2 months beforehand. Nintendo did some risky things and it succeeded, and I expect that they're going to probably do an exact repeat, because it's such a unique release that Nintendo did with the Switch compared to other consoles out there. Because most consoles typically release within the holiday time frame, and this is not coming out in the holiday time frame. That's all we have on official Switch 2 news. At least from Nintendo. Like I said, I didn't want to do videos on the Switch 2 until we got more information. I'm not a fan of all these leaks that people are making. Especially at the time of this video, people are reporting that Breath of the Wild is going to be on Switch 2, which I feel like with how these articles are saying, it could be really misled into what could be a tech demo that Nintendo is just showing off, and people are like, oh, they're making Breath of the Wild for the Switch 2 remake. It's going to look, oh my gosh. I just don't see that happening, but I could be wrong. Could be wrong. There's not going to be really more Switch 2 videos from me. Like I said, we don't even know the official name for this console yet. We don't even have a code name from Nintendo. There's been speculation of what the code name is, but Nintendo themselves have not actually stated a code name for the system, which I might be wrong when I say this. This might be the first Nintendo console that doesn't have a code name. At least a public code name that we know about, because, you know, NX was the code name for the Switch. I think the Wii U was like Project Caveman or something like that. I remember the Nintendo Wii one, but I forgot what that one was off the top of my head. It's going to be interesting. I'm tired of using the word Switch 2, because I know that's not going to be the name for the Nintendo console. It's going to be interesting to see this thing whenever Nintendo releases it. Me personally, I just want a name for the console. I just want to be done using Switch 2. I'm tired of seeing Switch 2 all over my feed. You guys know how I feel about it, and I'm sure you guys are just as frustrated as I am on Switch 2 videos, which is why I've continued not to make Switch 2 videos until official news comes out, where I can actually be like, oh, here's some proper speculation, not just random leaks that some of these YouTubers are probably making themselves. Anyways, guys, I want to know what you're thinking. Do you agree with my theory on when the Switch 2 is going to be revealed? I'm saying October. I'm just saying they're going to repeat of history. They're going to replicate the exact same stuff that they did for the original Nintendo Switch. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. If you disagree, tell me when you think it's going to be revealed. All that good stuff, because this could be an interesting discussion. in the comments at least. I'm not going to make further videos on this talking about, oh, when's the Switch 2? Oh, I was wrong. It's going to be this month. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button, like the video, check out my Twitter, check out my Instagram, check out the TikTok, check out the Discord server. I think I already said that, but check it out again once again. Become a MONADO Marine, $5 a month. Helps out the channel a lot and all that good stuff. Cool emojis. Coleman used them all the time. In my stream chat, which we've been streaming every Sunday. Have you guys seen that? It's been crazy. Crazy streams. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. By the way, guys, you like my new Zelda t-shirt from the Nintendo store? Actually, I don't think you can see it. It doesn't matter. You guys don't care about this.